Well, howdy do, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah Vita. If you don't already know, if you do know, then groovy. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. And yes, I know I said I wouldn't be able to finish the Halloween series, but now I get to. So, because we just finally got internet back yesterday, and today's Tuesday, it will be going out today on October 29th. So, I gotta hurry up and get this done, and then I gotta edit it so y'all can have it. So, anyways, yes. It is spooky season, almost the end of spooky season, or if you're like me and a couple of my subscribers that do talk to me quite often, you are spooky seasons all year round. You know, we're always spooky. Anywho, so yeah, and if you are new and you haven't seen the rest of this series, the theme this year was extraterrestrial. Although I do not think that UFOs or aliens are terrifying, but hey, some people do. I do think it's very fascinating. Anyways, but this... Yes, I say that a lot. I am very aware. But this, and I'm not very good at reading out loud. I will go ahead and say that. I think I do in most videos. So I just read the articles and we both learn something new together. So yeah, I'm not the best reader out louder. So please try to look past that or anyways too much, since I've had somebody comment about that. Or if you don't like it, then go find somebody else to watch. Anywho, we're going to be talking about Richard French. Now, he worked for the Project Blue Book. So if you watched the first video in this series, which was about Betty and Barney, who saw their UFO and stuff, she actually ended up working with Project Blue Book as well, which is basically anything and everything back in the 1950s that just came out, whatever, about UFOs, extraterrestrial, almost a terrestrial, terrestrial, stuff like that, aliens. You get it, right? So, I also need some glasses too, and I am Porky Pig. But Colonel Richard French worked for this, and he basically debunked. His job was to debunk, UFO stories, and be like, oh, well, maybe this happened. Oh, easily this was something else. Or, it was probably a ghost. Or, or puff of wind. I don't know. So, stuff like that. Well, y'all know what debunked means, right? All right, okay. So, but he actually witnessed this, which were two UFOs. I'm going to try not to read too much of it. I'm going to try and go off my memory. But he saw two UFOs with a bunch of other people and a couple of local officers. Where was this at? I just saw it, y'all. Oh my goodness. Newfoundland incident. So, yeah, off the coast of St. John's. That's where they saw it. So, French recalls the water was very clear and he could see two circular craft, each one about 18 feet in diameter and approximately 3 feet thick. He said the two objects were floating below the surface of the water, a couple of feet apart, not more than 20 feet from the shore, and he saw two beings in the water near the ships. The first thing I saw was the UFOs, and it was apparent to me that they were doing something to the craft, and I couldn't really tell what because they were on the bottom side of it and not visible to me, except when they would occasionally get over to the side where I could see them. The water was fairly clear, and I could see without any trouble. They weren't down at the bottom of the seabed, they were about halfway down. French told them. He said that the two beings that he saw were about 2 or 3 feet tall, light gray in color, very thin, long arms with either 2 or 3 fingers. The top of their heads was much wider than their jawline. Their eyes were very slanted and you couldn't see pupils in them. They looked the way aliens have been depicted in motion pictures. As the Air Force UFO debunker watched, he claims one of the ships began to rise out of the water. When it hit the surface, it was going about 100 miles an hour. It then accelerated to somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,500 to 3,000 miles an hour and disappeared. It returned about 20 minutes later, slowed down to nearly a stop before it entered the water, then went down, and the two beings worked together. It took them about 20 minutes, and then the two ships departed together, again slow when they exited the water, and immediately they sped up to a very high speed. I believe they were repairing the ship and tested that the repairs had been adequate, and then away they went. So, ironically, yeah, his job being to debunk this, you're probably wondering what kind of report he did for this since he saw it, And he said, needless to say, it was a fictitious report, as all of them were. I didn't really say that they were UFOs. I said that it was something we didn't know, some type of foreign or unrecognizable vehicle there. In other words, I weasel worded it. He weasel worded it. I never heard that one before. That's a new one. I think without a doubt it was a UFO, and I think there were aliens aboard it. There's no question in my mind that was exactly what it was, and my duty was to debunk the story, so I did my best to do so. I can't even debunk his old story. Man, I'm telling you, I can't debunk mine either. I can't do that either. The events of the Newfoundland UFO and alleged aliens took place some 60 years ago, in the days before everyone had a digital camera or image capture cell phone in their pocket. Despite the fact that there are no photographs to substantiate the report, it's still an amazing story. So, yeah. There's that. I thought that was absolutely very cool. It's one of those stories that I really like. It kind of reminds me of the story, if you guys have ever heard the one, I think it's been on a lot of stuff, like a History Channel, and I think Ancient Aliens, well, maybe not Ancient Aliens, but like Unsolved Mysteries or something like that. Or maybe it might have been a different show. I don't know. I think it was Unsolved Mysteries. But I've definitely seen the documentary before about the guy that's flying the plane. I know we've all probably heard that one, but they're the guy that's flying the plane, and they see it, and then it vanishes, and yeah. That story, too. I think that didn't take place in the 50s, because I'd always try to make my stuff still, rockabilly and 50s, like, we do on this channel, like, my lifestyle, so, yeah, that's why we did older stories and not newer ones, because there was one I really thought about doing that I just watched, that is on Untold Story. It's something on Netflix about having to do with, like, alien encounters. I think it's Alien Encounters, actually, because I like to watch stuff like that, anyway. But yeah, there was a really good one. Like, there's a lot of ones in, like, Japan that I wanted to cover, but we gotta stick with the theme, y'all. Maybe in the future, like when I did my North Carolina serial killers, stuff, when I did Hometown Halloween for 2022, I was gonna kind of revisit that and revisit some of the other stuff, and not being Halloween season. But I don't know, we'll just see. We'll just see. Just comment down below if you'd like me to do stories like that. I don't know, or maybe not do that. I'll just do my hair, which it looks like I didn't today because it's fuzzy on this camera. But anyways, I do thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope that you have a very happy Halloween. I do plan on trying to come out with something on Halloween as well. It'll be a costume look, though, and it will have nothing to do with aliens. It's going to be like my actual outfit. But anyways, yeah, sorry, it's been a while since I've made a video, so I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but yeah, thank y'all so much for watching and for your patience and your kindness and your warm wishes and thoughts during this devastating time here in North Carolina. But also, just gotta keep it rocking. Just gotta keep it rocking as always. That's what we gotta do. And of course, have a happy Halloween! Thank you.